We want to sign a lease here if and when the time comes. And I want to be clear. I'm not trying to push your tenant out. We both know that, frankly, I can't do that. I don't want to do that. I have a clear conscience. I built 25 locations doing this. There's a lot bigger operators as well. But at the end of the day, I don't want to build it. I don't want to buy it. I certainly don't want to spend the money on EPA fees. And this guy, you know, your tenant, I hope he does well. I hope he stays there forever. But if he doesn't, I'm looking to lease it for a reasonable rate and then spend the money on equipment. That's the bottom line.
Hello,
Malik,
Mr. Danny.
why are you so quiet? What are you doing?
Just going to my apartment.
Are you in the library?
Are you at the library?
No.
You're parking, so I'm going to be taking your notes today.
No, just give me 1 second. I just,
I don't mind.
entered my apartment.
I like taking notes. All right, the first guy we've got here is a Inder Chawla.
What's your real name?
That is my real name.
We have been calling this number and leaving messages. They have made no effort whatsoever to call us back. I'm going to dial it. You ready?
Here's a small update. I don't know if you can see the notes. Give me 1 sec. I'm just pulling up my laptop. So I called him yesterday, and the convoy took all the notes in there. He picked up.
On 12/11, which hasn't happened yet. You mean 12/1?
Yeah, my bad.
On 12/1, Malik called the number. Landlord expressed interest in signing a potential lease. Landlord said they already have a tenant there. Told him that's why I'm calling you. Explain my partner. I have 25 locations in the tri-state area. We scout existing laundry facilities, identify stores with poor procedures. Come in, sign a 15 lease. Rent is commensurate with being laundry. Spend 500,000 washers and dryers. Sign trespass rights. PD tolerate. Noise. He said, "Okay, let me check the rent rolls. See what's going on." I like it. You're doing it yourself. You don't need me.
No, I still need you.
I can do this.
By yourself?
I mean, I negotiate Airbnb leases. These are commercial.
He sounded
leases.
interested, but he said he would check. Is Inder the guy that actually owns the place?
Yeah, he does.
He's the landlord. Okay. Well, I can only talk to him if he answers the phone. Let's dial him up.
Okay.
Did you tell him I'd call from a 480 number?
No.
Please leave your message for
Inder, Danny D'Angelo, you spoke to my partner briefly regarding the coin laundromat that is there. Call me back. My cell phone. You can text before you call. Thanks. He's not answering for me, buddy.
Okay.
Left him a message.
Do you think we should call from my number or wait for his?
Nope. I certainly don't. I don't think we need to play phone games. He didn't answer the phone.
Okay.
When he calls me back, I'll text you. Next one's Henry Renaud.
So we were trying to call the landlord, and
dude, you keep calling these people and talking to them, you're gonna fuck this all up. Okay, you think that Danny's leaving voicemails or not returning his calls? I'm gonna call. If you called this guy and the other guy, why didn't you negotiate the lease?
Well, I just...
You're pretending. Don't tell him you have 25 locations in the tri-state area. You don't. Say this.
Right.
I own 36 laundromats. Say it. I own 36 laundromats.
I own 36 laundromats.
Now say I owned 36 laundromats.
I owned 36 laundromats.
Sounds the same, doesn't it? I own 36 laundromats. I own 36 laundromats. You see, I'm telling
Oh, okay.
people that I owned them because I sold them. And if they ask me where they are or how they can reach them, I'd say I sold all 36 of them. I'm now rebuilding that empire with my partner. But nobody ever asks me because I speak so eloquently. You are calling these people because you are fucking desperate to get something done, and you get lucky because they answer the telephone and then you pretend you're me. But you're not going into the detail that they want to hear. So you're fucking this up. Don't call them. Don't talk to them and pretend you're me. It's not helping anyone. Our
Okay.
model is simple. We scout existing laundromats. Okay, that's my spiel. You just said that you do all these things. He asked me to email him. I asked about the asking rate, said they would be able to come down slightly. Current tenants paying $30 triple nets. I explained that we would need to fully reset because the debt service will be substantial. While I understand that is not his problem, simply how laundromats operate financially. Sounds like you did a really good job. What do you need me for? He said those rates
No,
are in line with what other tenants are paying in the center. And what did you say? You fell apart. I would have said that has nothing to do with a laundromat. Maybe you should get rid of the laundromat. There's a million things that I would have said, but you've called him and you've pretended to be me and pretended you can read from a script, and that's what you hired me to do. I'm not scolding you. I'm not on YouTube right now. I'm just wondering why you would call this guy, because you're too desperate to get involved in a conversation. How about just calling and saying, I'm a scouting partner. My partner will call you. Is this the best number? Or some shit like that. Let's see if I can get him on the phone. You know what he's going to say? Who are you? I've got a lot of people interested. He's not going to put two and two together. You didn't say my partner's going to call you from an Arizona number because he's got 100 stores there. Don't call the landlords.
Hello?
Remy,
Who's calling?
Danny D'Angelo. You spoke to my partner regarding the laundromat long-term lease.
Okay.
That conversation, I don't know when he called you last week.
Really?
2 weeks ago. His name is
I spoke to him yesterday.
Yesterday. Well, God bless America.
To America.
To America.
We want to sign a lease here if and when the time comes. And I want to be clear. I'm not trying to push your tenant out. We both know that, frankly, I can't do that. I don't want to do that. I have a clear conscience. I've built 25 locations doing this. There's a lot bigger operators as well. But at the end of the day, I don't want to build it. I don't want to buy it. I certainly don't want to spend the money on EPA fees. And this guy, your tenant, I hope he does well. I hope he stays there forever. But if he doesn't, I'm looking to lease it for a reasonable rate and then spend the money on equipment. That's the bottom line. I hear that you're like $30 plus triple nets. And, if that's the case, is it time to do something? That's my first question, really.
I will know in about 2 weeks.
Good. Okay. So I'm going to make assumptions here because I'm not going to ask you about your rent rolls. It's your business. Talk to the tenant, see if he wants to renew, et cetera, and then maybe start courting other offers, if I'm right. So I'll give you the 2 weeks. We'll call you. We'll talk.
Okay. Are you, I don't know anything about you. I have, the tenant that's in right now has the next 2 weeks to sell his business, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I agreed to work with him towards doing that.
Okay.
And if he is successful in doing that, then, and it's a reasonable deal with a reasonable operator, then I'm not 100% obligated, but I'm obligated to be reasonable in working with his replacement for his buyer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the situation. And he's basically got 2 weeks left to do that.
Love it.
So
Let me go
I don't know
through.
if you've spoken with him.
No, I don't deal with tenants. I don't want to deal with a failed operator. If he was doing well with his business, he'd keep it. He'd renew the equipment like I do, and he'd move on. Let me tell you,
Yeah.
the first thing you said is you know nothing about me. So let me just say briefly, I'll email you when we hang up. I'll send you some pictures of my stores before and afters, etc. The laundromat community is either very large or very small. It depends on whether or not you go to the trade shows and you know who everybody is. Otherwise, there's these small mom and pops who never will own more than one store. I'm going after more. So I own 7 strip malls. I'll put that in the email. I own 25 stores. It's not a big operator, trust me. I'm not looking. You met my quieter partner. You know, he does the scouting. He makes initial contact. He wants to see if there's any meat on the bone, so to speak. So my big question is, 2 weeks is not a lot of time to sell a laundromat business, and you said you'd help him.
He's been working on it. He's been working on it for a
buyer.
while.
He has a buyer.
I don't know if he does or not.
Okay.
He hasn't.
Okay.
I have not been given the buyer.
Sure.
I was asked for the information that he wants to be provided to me.
Right. Well, you know why he doesn't want to tell you who the buyer is if he has one?
Because they might come to me directly. I don't know.
No. They can come to you directly. They can find you as easily as I did. He wants to get his money and then say, go get a lease, which proves that whomever it is that's buying this business, no offense to you, them, I don't know who your tenant is.
No offense.
You're the only player in this I'm talking to be clear. That guy would be an idiot. You don't want a tenant who's going to spend $100,000 on a failed business or more or less. I'm just saying. I've done this 24 times because my first store I did buy for 250 grand, and then I realized, good Lord, I was robbed. I shouldn't have bought it. It had shiny stainless steel equipment, but none of it was any good. And that's what we have in this location. So 2 weeks.
Right.
I'll send you an email and we'll talk in 2 weeks.
Okay. All right.
Good.
Sounds good.
And you are Remy. When I first called, you never really.
I am. Yes, I am.
All right,
Yes.
Remy. I'm Danny D'Angelo.
Okay.
I'll fire you off an email.
All right. Great.
Thanks, buddy. Bye.
Bye.
Is that the way you talked to him, Malik?
Hell no, I'll stay away.
I'm sorry, what?
No, I don't, I'll stay away from calling landlords, man. You do it.
But I'm just asking if that's how you spoke to him.
No. I mean, in initial contact, yes.
You were
but then,
reading. You were reading from what you perceive as a script. You were just. I mean, I didn't mention what we do and how we do it, et cetera, so on. I just went off of what you said, and I don't have a script. You already laid the groundwork, and I can do that. I can come in and say, well, you spoke to my scouting partner, right? Blah blah blah. But the truth is, I own 36 laundromats, not 25. I don't know where you came up with why that number is better. Just easier to remember, perhaps, but it's a lie.
I have 25 Airbnbs. That's relevant, but that's where it came from.
That's your favorite number. I will, and the guy's a mouse. The guy answers the phone. I say, Remy. He goes, who's this? That tells me it's Remy, right? You call me and say, George, I'll say wrong number and hang up. You call up and say, Fred, I'm not going to say, who's this? I'm going to say wrong number and hang up. You say, Daniel, I know automatically you're selling something. You don't know me. What can I buy from you? You say, Danny boy, I'm like, who's this? I'll probably know your voice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to send this individual an email, right? Danny.
Okay.
Sent canned email. Now, what did I do importantly just now? What did I achieve?
He just put his guard down and then he spilled all the info,
What I told him was, if anyone buys this business, you schmuck, you're going to end up with an asshole for a tenant who doesn't know what they're doing. Is that what you want? No, that's not what he wants. That's what I did. I'm not desperate. I don't want to get on top of this deal and make sure that I'm in first position. I don't want to send him an LOI. Let him have his 2 weeks. Do you know why he doesn't want you to have the information of the buyer? He's like, no. Maybe so he won't try to get it the way you are? No, that's not what he's worried about. He wants to sell it first and foremost. He's afraid he's going to ask for key fees. Don't be desperate to get them on the telephone. Eventually, they always answer like he just did. This would have been no different, but I would have been the one talking to him. That's the only difference. Stop getting desperate and calling them. Provide me the numbers for stores.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm pretty sure this hot water heater's got a few more good years left in it.